Good, everybody? It's H back with another video, and we got a sort of an early look. I mean, it's coming out later next month of a sneaker. This is the Shattered Backboard 2025 Retro. 10 years removed from the original and 40 years removed from the actual event that inspired the shoe. So let's just get right into it. So the Shattered Backboard has got like a crazy history of actually being one of the shoes that brought back the Jordan 1 silhouette to the masses. And I'm not gonna be doing too much of a like review of this shoe because a lot of people you've seen the original, you've seen everything else. I copped mine early off of End Clothing. It dropped in Europe first, which is odd. Well, no, it's not really odd because the event happened in Italy. I don't know if End is in the UK, I think. And it happened on August 25th, 1985, which is exactly 40 years removed from the this retro and 30 years removed from the other retro. But these are dropping August 23rd in the States. And they already dropped in Europe, so the August 25th date's kind of weird, but I don't know. Nike has a sneaker schedule drop, so I guess August 23rd was the closest date that they can get it. The whole backstory is that Jordan wore this sneaker. No, I'm sorry. He did not wear this sneaker. He dunked on somebody wearing a uniform using this sneaker's colors in a European exhibition match over in Italy. And from there, it just had like this cool little backstory that Nike wanted to recreate in a color of the Jordan 1 in 2015, I believe. So I'm gonna take out the shoe. We're gonna look at it real quick, but I want to talk about like market and what's going on with sneakers and all that other junk, and using this as my example. So here's the shoe. We'll go through it real quick. Coolest thing about this shoe in retrospect, I don't have the original Shattered Backboard, so I'm not going to comment on quality and which one's better, which one's worth. That's stupid shit. Sizing tag, pretty standard stuff. This one, again, it's the retro box, so the original came in a regular old Jordan 1 box. This one I got off of End, so it has the extra sticker for the End sizing for UK and the US stuff, and it's pretty cool. My box came with the Shattered Backboard looking stuff, and it was also crushed upon arrival. End puts things in a very beautiful box, but that box got crushed in transit, and that's been happening a lot lately with like sneakers I've been buying on and getting shipped to me. But it's all good. I wear a lot of my stuff now, so it don't matter. This shoe, okay, beautiful texturing, color blocking is amazing. I love the way they color block this. There was a couple of retros of this other than just the 2015. There was a 2016 version, which was a reverse of all this. So just think like, I think it was black here, orange here, right? And then there was a satin version in 2018. And then I want to say 2020, they came out with a weird version of it, which I had actually. I had like 3 pairs of them, where it was like this shiny patent leather crumble looking type of stuff. It looked like it got hit with some chicken grease or something, but it was kind of dope and it kind of went with things, but it wasn't like it. And people, when the market was hot for Jordan 1s, that thing was going for almost $500 in my size, which is a 12. These at their peak were around $1,500 to almost $2,000 depending on what size you wore. And the biggest thing about this particular silhouette was the quality. So if you look at this particular one here, you see a nice tumbled leather on the front and the sides, and straight up kind of firmish leather over here and here and here. What I'm curious about, I don't have the original Shattered Backboard, so I don't know nothing about it. All I know is that everybody says that is the standard for Jordan 1 quality and all this other nonsense. But then they have other sought after Jordan 1s that go for way more, like the Band and all that stuff, which have stiff leather or whatever leather and looks like, that doesn't feel comfortable on the feet. But the Shattered Backboard is the standard. Market has dropped. Aftermarket, meaning resale market, has dropped on this one quickly. When it leaked early, pairs were kind of going for like 500 plus, and then as dates started creeping up, more pairs started going out and getting backdoored and all this other nonsense. Prices started to drop. Now these are, I think, either at retail or just above retail in the aftermarket. They're sitting on European sites. I'm talking BSTN, I'm talking End, I'm talking every European site that has them. Larger sizes, yes, they fly quicker, but for the most part, all the sizes are, you could pretty much, if you're going into a store down there, you could probably get anywhere from size, like 4 to 11 pretty quickly, easily, right? I got this in a raffle on End. So get me winning, I've won tons of raffles on End. I won like Travis Scott's on End and stuff like that. So it's not far to win a raffle and get something from End. But you get it's marked up in price. It's a little more expensive. Plus, they charge you for shipping, which is like $15 or something like that. So I paid a little more than retail, but I'm glad I have them because I don't have this in my collection. What I really want to talk about though is the marketplace and how stupid. And I don't want to say sneaker heads are, but I want to say how stupid reselling is, and how it's really hurt the love of sneakers that I have. Now I'm admittedly a newcomer into this. I really started collecting around 2020. I always wanted, I never really wanted sneakers like that. I was a guy who had a bunch of, athletic shoes. I loved, Deion Sanders shoes. I used to hoop in those. Not hoop, play whatever, lacrosse, football, go to gym, wear them every day to school. And then I hooped in like, Air Darwins, and I use them for school as well. So back in my day, like I didn't, you got 1 or 2 pairs of shoes a year and you rocked them. My mom would never buy me Air Jordans. I did a whole video about this on my other channel, which I could probably link up here if I remember. But all of that was my history in sneakers. And then as I got older, I started hooping again. And then I really got into wearing LeBrons, and Soldier 10 was my favorite model. Then I started buying the real signature model, and I started at like, I think LeBron 16 or 15, and then I went up from there, and then I just started collecting shoes. My first rare shoe was a Travis Scott Mocha, which I ended up selling for $575 because at the time I didn't understand the market, and I think I panic sold because I was like, damn, I want to get, because when everybody was doing the rush to get them, it was at $750, and then it kept going down. And I took the advice of a young man who was really into sneakers. He's like, sell, it's just going to keep tanking. And I ended up selling them. I didn't need to. I only paid $150 for them, but I sold them. And then a few years later, they're $2,500. But I have other Travis Scott shoes I'm just holding on to. I don't like wearing those lows because I like regular lows. And there's so many fake Travis Scotts out there that it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody probably think it's fake with the one I'm wearing. But, to me, holding on to it, having it in the collection is great. If, somebody pays the astronomical price I have on GOAT for it, I'll let it go. I'm selling it for like $3,000 on GOAT or something. I don't know. Either way, the history behind the shoe is one thing. The quality and all that stuff of the old one, which has actually tanked a little bit in price because of the retro, is weird. Because since when do sneaker people appreciate the stories? And look, I'm not the biggest Jordan fan, but the story behind this is pretty cool. He dunked on somebody, he cracked the backboard, glass everywhere, and he's wearing a uniform that's this color. And what fascinated me about the whole Shattered Backboard story is that it was great, and the quality of the shoe was great, and it fit the whole story well. Because he's out in Italy, right? The good Italian leather, shit like that. So they made it top notch, tumbling and all that stuff. This, by far, just from feeling it in my hands right now, is probably the best quality of Jordan 1 leather I've seen in a very long time. A very long time. The tumbling right here is nice and all that. Now, again, I don't have a Shattered Backboard OG or 2015 to compare it to. I've had the other ones and they're all different. Even the Shattered Backboard Lows that came out with the that were made out of I think nubuck and stuff, which kind of were going for a pretty penny at one point. But either way, I don't understand why, for the sneakerhead like me who collects and wears their shoes and stuff like that. I'm gonna double up on this, put one on ice and whatever, because this is really good colorway. I don't wear much orange, but I will find a way to get this into the pack. Actually, what I'm wearing right now matches it perfectly. Shout out to Eastside Golf, right out there in Detroit. But this right here, it's going on my toe as soon as I get my second pair, and I just want to say it's so weird how the market now is saying, oh, these are bricks, they're horrible, they suck, I wouldn't wear that now because, you know, it's played out, I'm gonna put my Asics on and blah 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 blah. Y'all ain't part of this culture. Y'all ain't. I'm late to the game, but I am mainly in the market of, you know, collecting. And yes, I do resell. Like, I have triples and doubles, like those rare Air 4s. I bought 4 pairs of those because I actually liked that 4. And I entered a bunch of raffles because I didn't think I would get one, but I just found out that they made a whole bunch of them. So I'm getting 4 pairs. It's fine. I'll hold on and sell them because I know they'll go up in price at some point. Either way, I'm just really annoyed with the fact that I go on YouTube, let's do my little research. I see all these guys just shitting on this shoe, saying, oh, you know, the other one's better quality and this, that, and the third. You know what? It's the same fucking shoe. The shape is similar from what I've seen. It comes with the same. I don't even think it comes with a pair of extra laces, does it? It would be nice if it came with some white laces. Let me see. Oh, shit, no extra laces. But you know, I got tons of white laces that go in Jordan 1s. Either way, this is orange. Bottom is so orange. It's nice. I like it a lot. And it's just a dope shoe, bro. I ain't mad at it at all. I really can't, you know, this is the only orange anything I own. I just threw it on for this video. So I'm probably going to wear it with this hoodie. Either way, and this fall is coming up, so it's going to be great. Either way, look, I'm giving this a solid 9 out of 10 just because of that. And to resellers and people who wear, like, who are fickle over these stupid things, like that leather quality being what it was. Now, I don't know what leather quality was. Those cows probably don't even exist. That breed of cow that they use probably's gone now. You can't find it, so that's why they couldn't get it on this shoe, right? So if you're bitching about that and saying this is why I'm not gonna buy this shoe, or, you know, Jordan 1s ain't it right now, which is totally fine. I still like Jordan 1s. I'm gonna keep wearing them. But if you're one of those people who's like, oh, I have to, you know, the Shattered Backboard 1.0, and then seeing the market go down the way it is, go buy those. Go buy them. Spend a G or whatever it is to cost right now, and tell me how it feels on your foot, because I'm gonna get 2 more pairs. I'm gonna get as many pairs of these as I can, and hold on to them. Wear the ones that I have, and wear it with pride and feel good about myself, because that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Because the person who's gonna buy this or bought that $1,000 one, more than likely is putting on the feet. And then the idiot who bought it for $1,000 and thought they could sell it for $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever, and now they're seeing the market tank. I don't feel sorry for you, because business is business at the end of the day. And I've been doing this for about 5 years, right? I started a YouTube channel. I did all this stuff off of it, and it's built me a following and a lot of good friends in this game of sneaker culture, or whatever you want to call it. And yes, I dabble in reselling. I will let go of things. It's all part of, like, the whole thing that we do as sneaker people. And it's only fair to say that it's absurd that we're haggling over the quality of a retro that looks exactly the same as the OG. Exactly the same. It's a retro over retro, and they've come out with many versions of these that are all debatably better than or better or worse than the last. And I love it. I love what they did with the box. I love the storytelling behind it. I just love everything about the shoe, and I'm looking forward to it coming out August 23rd. I think about $180. And people, you know, just ease up a little bit, man. Don't worry about resale value and all that other junk. If you like it, then buy it. Don't buy it because you think it's going to go up in value. If that's the case, and if you're not going to be caring about wearing it, then who cares? And that's what's really fucked up about what goes on. This is what's ruined a lot of things in the culture as it is, and that's why Nike doesn't pay attention to us, and Adidas doesn't pay attention to us. That hype culture killed any semblance of what's good in the retro marketplace and what's good in the hype marketplace as far as style and all that stuff. Like, cool silhouettes aren't really coming out like that. And people like me as a casual, when it comes to like what I wear every day, I will turn to a Vomero 5. Those Ava Rover shoes are freaking amazing. It's a really good shoe. I've been wearing them every day for the past week, and they're great on feet and everything. So I bought another pair of them. I like my SB Dunks. I'm more into SB Dunks than ever. I never really liked regular Dunks. I did fall into the hype, don't have a few, You know, the solid color ones, the school color ones. I wish they were, or Penn State would be navy and white. I don't know. Maybe there's a navy and white pair out there. I don't know. But either way, I am truly going to say now that I am a sneakerhead, and I love the culture for what it is. And I am not going to shit on the shoe because the shoe that came out 10 years ago had better tumble leather right here, or it looks like this on that. Fuck that. This is what we do. We wear these fucking things, and they're going to crease up. They're going to get dirty. They're going to get musty. And then we're going to try to go cop another pair if we really like it. And we wait for that retro or whatever. 10 years ago, I couldn't get this shoe. Never even thought about getting the shoe or wanted it. Heard stories and whatnot. Now that I finally have it in hand and see it and touching it, I love it. And again, to all of you who are on the fence about buying the shoe, it is definitely high quality, decent leather for a Air Jordan 1. And I think as more regular people who aren't these, I'm not going to call them what I think they are, these people online, on YouTube, on social media, calling these shots saying, oh my God, I have the original, the OG is so much better. Yeah, stick with your OG. OG is always going to be the best, regardless, you know? Even though like the $80 Air Jordan 1 that was made in 1984 was probably not the best quality leather either, and they've come out with better ones, people are still paying $25,000 to find a real one, right? Or original one. So, which is weird, or higher. You know, I've seen these 85s in the box still, all gross and everything for whatever. And they even put out like versions of the shoe that are already faded and aged and wrinkled and all that crap, and they're going for high prices. So it's so weird the way us in the marketplace think about these things. You know, the whole Reimagined series and stuff. And some of them flopped, like the UNC Reimagined, or they did weird things with the Royal Reimagined, which I actually like and I will wear one day. But this shoe, to me, instant class. Like I said, 9 out of 10, and I feel like we'll all appreciate it more once more people have it in hand. So when this comes out August 23rd, feel free to get it if you like Jordan 1s. If you're in the hype, go get your Asics, your weird New Balance models that are coming, your 2001, 2003, 1984, whatever the fuck New Balance you like, and go do that. I'm going to stick with what I know and what I like and just do my thing. And I'm going to start getting into more of these newer Nike models. I have to go just skim their website. I want to catch some sales on them because I'm not trying to pay $200-$300 for some, Pegasus premiums and all that stuff, but I heard good things about them. The Ava Rover was in that good price range for a shoe that I would wear on a daily basis. So check that video out. It's one of the ones I just posted recently. And, I'll just catch you in the next one. But tell me what you think in the comments about all this stuff. Because Shattered Backboard, what is this? Retro? 10-year retro? Official in my book. All right? Check y'all out in the next video. Check out 12 Hub Podcast. I'm out. Peace.